We got a 2011 Chevy Equinox LTZ. We're changing the valve cover gasket on this baby. First off, you gotta remove this 8mm bolt. You can use a flathead screwdriver also to remove it. And there's also one down here on the front of this, right here. That is an 8mm also with a flathead that you can remove. All right, now we gotta remove it. So I'm gonna pop this piece off. Pop it off. Here we go. Easy peasy. Remove that. Oh, that's disgusting. Look at that. People ain't taking care of their car like they should, obviously. Pop that off. All right. You see, we've unhooked all this already. Unhooked all these. We've pulled out the screws here, 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 and here. We've popped these out. These two are wet. These two ain't. That means these two are leaking, obviously. There is a plate right here that goes on the side down here. There's two bolts over here. These two bolts go on the side, and this one right here goes down on the side too. Down in there, there's a hole. Now there's 10 other bolts that go around the top of this that you guys got to take out. All right, now to the next part. All right, boys and girls, we're back at it. So I'll move this wiring harness, all these wires right here, back out of our way. Make sure they're out of the way good. You don't want to get it caught up. Okay, now we're going to take all these plugs out that we loosened earlier. Dry. Go ahead and put them over here. Dry. Wet. That ain't good. Wet. That ain't good. All right. Move all these hoses out of our way. All right, I think we can pop it up now. Gotta get it up over here. All right. Nice and easy. All right, there's the inside of it. This is where we're going to be putting the new sill on the outside here. And then we got the new inner sill that will be going on here. All right, we're back at it. 2011 Chevy Equinox LTZ. We are going to take out the valve cover gaskets right here and here. All right. In order to do this, it's easier if you get a little hook or something like this. Start on a little corner and get it. All right. It should pop out pretty easy after that. Boom, there's one. Just toss that on the floor, that's trash. Start down here. Get this one. Boom. Pretty easy. See how these are bubbled up when they was up here? I think they sit flat when they should be all the way brand new. Them should sit down in there, but they're not. All right. Now we're going to clean this baby up. Get you some carb cleaner. Just get in here and start spraying it all down. Get in there and start wiping until you see shine. It's going to take a little while. Sit here and clean it real good. Let this stuff soak in here. Oh yeah. Alright, we got the valve cover all cleaned up now. We're moving on to put the gasket on. If you check the gasket out, it seats down in, and there's a lip that it sits on. So you just match it up to where every piece of it goes in and seat it down in. should fit pretty smoothly around. Yep, just keep working it. Should seat in right like this. Perfect. Now I always go around it a couple times to make sure it's all seated in real nice and good for us. Yeah. Now if it don't want to stick for some reason on one of these edges, they make this stuff called gasket sealant that you would put in there. It's black, and you would put that under it, and that would help seat it in also. Okay, but this one looks like it went in pretty good. Okay, now we got the other part of it. Same thing. I always like to start at this big side. Seat it down in there. Work it down. If you noticed from what I said earlier, this part right here sits flat now. Before they were bubbled up this high. All these centers was. Yeah, and that fit good too. Great. And that's what she looks like when she's all done. Alright, she's ready to be put back in. Pull your wires out of your way. Drops right down on there. Yeah, just like that. Looks good. Now we're going to put the bolts in. And we got to torque them down to spec. Alright, we got the manifold cover back on, everybody. We got it all bolted back down to spec. We got all the spark plugs back down. Got them down in the spec. We're going to put the spark plug wires back all on. Alright, if you look closely in here, there's a cream and a purple. The purple goes up black, the cream goes with the cream. Alright, move out here. Gotta make sure all these hoses are hooked up everywhere. Plug this one in first. Make sure everything's plugged up right. Put it back in here. Put the beauty cover back on it. Should just sit up on there. Put this in here. Get that seated down on there real nice and neat. Should pop right into place. Put this in. That'll hold that in for you. Alright, air filter. Put this all on here. Get that all pushed on. Now, all you should have to do over here, you gotta plug this in up here. Alright, now all you should have to do is tighten it down, this and that with a screwdriver, and I should be done. We call that a day.